Checking. Oh, we're live. Okay. Hey, what is up, guys? Gamer here. No, I should actually be a little more gentleman-like when I'm doing this. Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the Gamer Squad. Welcome to the story of the Finches, also known as Whatever Happened. What happened? I cannot really say the title because it's hard. But let's jump into the game. I have these right here. These are just gonna be I'm gonna be snacking on during starting the scenes and stuff because I want to. It's nice and but I added hot sauce to them, so they're not that. So they are more tempting and ever. Just for me to read stuff. That's so tempting. But yeah, I got my drink here. Yeah, I thought some food. I'm going to play through the whole game. So let's jump right into it and begin. Now I'm going to play a story. Now I'm going to do the whole play story mode. Or okay, yeah, play story. We're going to start from the beginning. On your mark, get set, let's begin. Oh. What Remains of Edith Finch is the story that we're going to do today. I can possibly figure it out by looking down. Oh, okay, this is more.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
They pay attention to detail so well in this game.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Yeah.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Looks like the newspaper boy just came by and just shoved everything in there.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Okay. No trespassing, you're on camera. Okay. Well, this is this character's house, isn't it? Oh. Didn't even look down and know that this character's pregnant.
Well, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Yeah. I just gotta say, the look of this forest. I live up in the woods of Longview. So, I live up in the forest side of Longview, the countryside, and this I can possibly find out there. at some point. We don't want to roll around.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to. The woods around the house have always been uncomfortably silent. As if they're about to say something, but never do.
Okay. Wow. Oh, there's a little basketball hoop here. If some of them like to play basketball.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
Okay. Question: how would someone live in that type of house? Oh, wait. Out in the middle of nowhere, you can build whatever you want. That's literally where they live. They live in where they used to live in this. Or the character I'm playing, where she used to live. In the middle of the woods near the ocean.
Hey, let's say she got a beachside view.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
Actually, I would live here. Oh, shoot. I look where I'm going, but I would live in this house, seriously. Have my YouTube center all the way up there. Have the center for my YouTube videos all the way up there. Gotta have a pool in the backyard. Oh shoot, why do I keep on missing where I'm supposed to go?
Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Wait, she's 17 and pregnant in this book. I mean, in this game. That's weird. Or is she not 17? Is this? I don't know.
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't. Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
See if I can find another entrance then. Another way in. No way into that side, so I believe I have to go this side. I'm crawling through the doggy door.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11. The power had been turned off the night we left. For the first time in years, I felt like I was home. But instead of a family, there were just memories of one. Like how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot. Or how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Huh.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
You hear some noise in the background in IRL. That's just my mom complaining to my little sister. So, wow, we left.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
They left a lot of stuff in this house. I'm surprised no one thought, "Hey, look, we're gonna find a house in the woods and then rob it."
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
Why would you swim out there into the middle of the ocean just to find bricks to make a fireplace? Let's see where I try having someone come in and ship stuff.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit. Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
Now that tune is actually pretty good. Nice. Oh. Someone blocked all the doors with silicone foam. With a whole bunch of foam.
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
It's actually a thing where basically you look around inside a place long enough. You can hear stuff. If all the powers went out, why is there still light in there? That's a question.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Okay. I'm gonna look in every single room.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
I'm just saying, if you guys are actually hearing the stuff in IRL, they're just arguing. It's tons of girls upstairs. It's my mom and my two sisters upstairs, so. Sorry, just know I can come down here if you're on their period or something like that. Because they are on their period. It's scary.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Okay.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
Oh. Gregory. I don't know. I think it says, "Hiya, Georgie. You want a balloon? It's Georgie." Okay, I'd be weird to tell Georgie ironically has Pennywise inside of it, because that would be ironic, but not too ironic, because Georgie died. This Georgie, or Gregory, died 1 year after he was born, so he was 1 year old when he died in this house. Yeah, seriously, they tell you how long it took, until they boss died and stuff.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
Okay. Sharing a room with a dead brother.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Oh yeah, Barbara. Okay, so introducing Barbara Finch, also showing Bill Burton as Bigfoot. My friend Bigfoot. Ain't that Harry and the Hendricksons? Sorry, guys. I'm a 2000s kid. I'm someone who was early 2000s when I was actually made. But seriously, I've seen tons of 80 movies when I was growing up. I guess I'm still growing up.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
Oh, sorry, I'm looking at my mustache because there's juice on my mustache. I'm looking at my lip right now because there's juice on my mustache. I have.
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
Okay.
Well, I guess nothing really is good because it stars and then if... Okay, so 2 years to last as a child star. Okay. On to the main event.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
Hey. Your working on this room's pretty good. Showing whale sharks around. All of that, but
He always told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him. Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
Okay,
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan, but I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Wow, I guess secret passages in house equals you can stalk on your family members. an owl, duckbill, a rabbit's nose, and a cat's nose. Yep, this is a typical.
I grew up
little-
looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
Yeah, well, follow the yellow brick. It looks like she likes Wizard of Oz because who else would have a yellow brick road? Surprised how many of the plants and stuff have survived these years. Let's
December
wait for this.
13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Okay. So grab something to eat.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
It's a hungry little girl.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back. I kept eating and eating.
Is this toothpaste or is it something else? Oh. Oh, it'd be weird if it was something else. If it's toothpaste, you can actually eat.
I ate a lot of things that night.
Okay, they are arguing it up.
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
Oh, some chirping outside the window.
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I
Oh.
reached out for her.
Guess you're gonna eat her.
And suddenly, I was a cat. I
Trying to
tried
get
to be
you.
quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Oh, it's Christmas night. Good to see you.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Okay. Where is that bird? Oh, it's right there. Come here!
And I almost got her.
Come here, delirious bird.
I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up.
I know. And then I'm
Suddenly,
an owl.
I was an owl.
Houdini! I'm
All I
Thanos!
heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass. Rabbits.
Thanks. Oh yeah, gotcha!
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
Oh no, we're about to find a pregnant rabbit, aren't we?
A mama rabbit. She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
How? Random shark da 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 da, random shark da 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 da, random shark da 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 da, random shark. I am a fish, I'm a shark, I am rolling down the hill right now. I should be dead, I should be dead.
I rolled off a cliff and into
I
the
almost got
ocean.
hit by a car.
Now, I was hungrier than ever.
I'm coming to get you, seal. Ooh, it's seal.
Fat, juicy seals.
I lost it. I thought there was a seal actually. I hid. Oh, there it is. Give me your tail. Give me your tail. Give me your tail.
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good. Grabbed on tight. But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed. Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
Nice for humans.
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Come here. Aha. I know what Sailor saying.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Belly with a rusty razor, his belly with a rusty razor, his belly with a rusty razor. What do I do with a drunken sailor? What do I do with a drunken sailor? What do I do with a drunken sailor? Put him in the captain's fire, put him in
What shall we do with a drunken sailor?
Yeah, I know. I mean, get over here! Get in my belly! Commodore Spitflop, are you okay? Commodore Spitflop. Come here.
After the last
Come here.
passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
Oh no. Okay.
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
We are a different monster now. I'm coming to get someone. I'm about to get some. Does toilet really work like that? Seriously.
I got closer and closer.
Okay. Oh. Oh, it goes all the way back to here. You move all the animals.
All of my stomach started growling.
Oh no, I'm gonna.
And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to be, and we both know I will be delicious.
Did they lose their body or something?
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Took me until now to finish all my.
Yeah.
There have been I think on that day there would have been also reports of a shark eating a seal stuff, but I don't know. Well,
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
wow. This is his own pet cemetery.
Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
Alright.
Even in her 90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
This is the bathroom of Georgie.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's
Nine.
first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom. Her room was like a museum.
My head's already burning. Screw this, I'm trying the other drink. My head's already burning. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. There's one of the
For
7 forts right there.
500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
Off course, Washington. I might actually find the place. So, that is basically based off of, because it said offshore of Washington. I live in Washington right now. But wait, how do we get from Norway to Washington? Without going past, possibly going past Japan, all them, no. Not. But yeah. Let's just continue. Wait, what the? Oh, here, I think I didn't finish it. I finished it off.
Odin's daughter Edith, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island.
Orcas Island. Okay, is that a real place?
Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Alright. That was a newsreel.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Okay, that looks like it's from Seven Dwarfs, so that is Sleepy, I believe. Sleepy's the one that wears yellow, right? I don't know. It's not Dopey, because Dopey wears green. Okay. That frog is going to be ominous in a few minutes. When I get to Starman Spot. There is a secret in this bathroom. Alright, let's play this game. There's a secret in this bathroom.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
This is actually fun, like a little maze.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Alright. Never put his camera down. Let me see his photos, though. This must have been a dark room from. I use this material. I use this equipment as well. Alright, time to go in here. Those two images of the swing is ironic for this next one.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him.
Because this kid likes space stuff.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Okay. Okay, so Calvin lasted 11 years. If you get it right. And what the...
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom, and he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again, and he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Alright. We're about to fly now.
Calvin, dinner's ready.
I would just jump off that cliff
But
if I
that
was
day,
up. I would just
he
be on
finally
the
made up his
outside.
mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible.
You're right, it is
Maybe
not
if I
impossible.
hadn't said that.
Calvin, I'm not gonna tell you again.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up,
Screw you, Mom! I'm not gonna go! I'm gonna fly!
then
One of these
maybe
days.
he'd still be here. But I doubt it.
You spin me
I think he'd
right
already
round,
made up his
baby.
mind.
I'm gonna fly, Mom! Witness me, Mom!
That's what I want to
Witness
remember
me!
about my brother.
Witness me! I'm going to be the first bits to go all the way around the tree! Witness me! Yay!
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
I just fly like an angry bird! I want to be all out here later! Yeah, it'd be the whole thing, you know, I'm going to the all out here later!
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
I'm wondering, why do we dream to fly and stuff? That's one thing that's confusing to me. A lot of people dream to fly, a lot of
After
people
the
don't. A lot
funeral,
of people just try
Edie
their
roped
best.
off Calvin's half of the room.
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
So basically, the way he did photos is basically he crawled down there and had a black room. No, that's a cool secret book. I might actually try some of these secret passages for the intro. Alright, go to the next one.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Alright. Now we're in Barbara's room.
Growing up,
The Sailor Academy
I
Awards.
always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Yeah. You know what? If I was a person who just randomly appeared here, I would just steal everything. I would possibly steal everything in this room and possibly sell it, given how the person would be dead. One, person would be dead. Two, be a long time before anyone would get back to this house. At some point, possibly turn it into a museum or something like that. Three, I would not care about this house, at least. Here now, it would be an abandoned house with tons of stuff inside of it that I can easily, that I could easily take and do stuff with. Ooh, there's still a cake here. Okay, I didn't look at it before, but yep, it's moldy. I thought it would be eaten by rats, but I thought it would possibly be eaten by rats or something like that, just to equal into it. But yeah, okay. I guess she wanted to be a model or something.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
I was looking at this, and I think she wanted to become a seamstress after the whole thing. But actually, this literally looks like what the 80s is. This is a whole bunch of 80s and 90s splashed into one room. These cards. I think these are the artists' names and game developers, and some random books that they make up. I'd make a site. Make stuff and stuff with this as well. And oh, I guess he was obsessed with someone. All right, let's continue. Ooh, Tales from the Crypt style.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
In 1961. Okay, that's not 90s, that's 60s.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it
Okay,
The
see,
Surprise
Popeye,
Ending
Superman, feel like Superman, and it looks like Aladdin.
Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up, a has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed.
Oh, I wish I had that here.
Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue.
Okay. Alright, on
She
cue.
reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Michael Myers? Jason Voorhees? Who's there? Hey, Michael
She
Myers.
found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
I think it says they're gonna be clearing off the table. Yeah, I got it! Yes, he missed.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Man. This must be weird for a story or right after one. Ooh.
Just bored. I'm just hitting everything. See what happens.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Hello? Who's there? Who's there? Who's there?
Oh dear!
Finish him!
Rick?
Barb, relax. Just trying to scare you
I
to
just
help
finished
you
it
find
for
your
a moment.
sleep.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
Be gone.
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
There we go. I'm impressed about my boyfriend again. There is what she is. It was in a room. That's what she was saying. Like, it was in a room. Actually, how would she even get to a room? Look at this. Hello? Walter?
Are you there? Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious
I'm
activity.
not. Everywhere would just reach down and knock down a hook.
Walker turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing.
Gone.
And who he was, he couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way
Great
out
fan.
of here.
No, not. She played her part beautifully. Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned.
Hey! Hey! You!
What?
Surprise!
He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
He's gonna pull Michael Myers on me, isn't he? He's gonna pull Michael Myers. I'm just gonna walk down the stairs and he's gonna disappear. Who'd come all the way out here to just retreat? Oh, he's gone.
Man had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
He's there at the door. If there's any trick-or-treaters there, sorry, I'm trying to stop a murderer.
Someone at the door was dying to speak to young Barbara. At the
Hello?
door, she
Anyone
heard
there?
it was coming from inside the house.
Supposed to be using a phone, but oh no.
Oh dear.
All the people from the convention that she didn't go to.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw
is
what
literally Tales
kind
from the
of
Crypt.
monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. They took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear.
Why wasn't there a pile of blood in the music box then?
A real eerie tale.
Barbara might not be dead.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Oh, man. Okay, I'm just cold right now. I'm just gonna do something real quick. Jeez, I'm getting cold. The story is giving me chills right now. I don't know if you. Okay. It makes it. The game developers, the people who made this game, knew what they were doing because it gives chills. Or it's just because I'm in a basement. Broadcasting these games out to you guys. And stuff. So, yeah. Here we go. Yeah, good. This game brings chills to your spine. I'm gonna take my shoes off. Get back, relax. Find out what that was. Oh. I mean. Oh, that one was switch. No. Oh. I just got scared because my Nintendo Switch falling off my couch. I should have just called my bed. Off my bed, basically. This is my bed I'm sitting on right now. Yeah. I'm a poor mother. I'm a poor YouTuber, so yeah. That's how I'm gonna place it. Quite interesting stuff. Someone's moving around the house.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box. Up there is still locked though. Haven't found a way to unlock that at some point.
So the person was right here, fell down, and they didn't replace it. Okay. Eesh. Just gets dark in here, darker the farther you go.
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night. My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
Okay. That music, though, it's so good. So at some point the ladder was from there, or it was right there. There was a glass coffee table here, now it's a wood one. I'm just trying to piece together what possibly happened, I don't know. Yeah, the story already pieces everything together. Unless MatPat wants to try his hand at it. Actually, yeah, I think MatPat from Game Theory could actually get this whole story done. Right, and I guess all these are just to memorialize people.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
Why would her grandma Edie bring down packages? Is for the fridge or what's
I thought maybe
inside
she
of
was
it?
hiding presents.
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
Is there no room in forward? Oh, nope, there isn't.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
And her mother thought that he was going to
If
be
there's a
alive
pattern in
longer.
all these stories,
Look at all this food that's going to waste. Look at all of it. Actually, I would enter this house, find out the secrets, then steal a lot, and steal almost every single piece of food here, because I can easily, and then put it in my own survival bunker, just in case if I was bored. I guess they stocked it up so it's for enough for the whole
I think
family.
it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Huh, actually, this person's been working on train sets and stuff while he's down here. These are places that actually for, yeah. Basically everything a survival shelter needs.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
Stuck down there for 30 years, okay.
On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
Well, I guess this person really likes
Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly. And then one day, everything just stopped.
If you wanted to escape, you could easily just escape through the way the fridge is.
Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave. Well, I still can.
Shouldn't this guy kind of go that way to get out of here? I'm just saying, that's some of the easiest and safest way to get out of here, other than what's gonna happen. You guys, I already played this game. Already, I'm trying to act like I didn't play it.
I know it's out there, somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara. And Molly. And Calvin.
It's bad karma.
Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left.
You don't have a year left. You have about 5.
Or a month.
4.
Or a
3,
single week.
2.
I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun.
0! Question. 2005, trains were not really running that fast. Right, as much. When I looked around here, this area.
Walter died when I was 6.
Well, what do I know? My parents
I can't believe my
broke up in
mom never told me he was
broke up in
out.
2005.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
So, who came down here in 2005 and just... In 2005 and stuff? Was it the Edith grandma and she just went down there and just found a dead body? All of a sudden... Edith's grandmother possibly went down here.
Maybe
And
she was
so-
afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
Mother went down there and found that.
I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive.
Okay. Oh, it's dark in here. Oh.
Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe two, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Oh. The story is getting darker.
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
Seriously. Okay, for the person that just hopped into the live stream, just to tell you, this game gets dark. It's gonna get dark soon. It
Maybe
really
it'd be better
is
if all this just
a good
died
game.
with me.
Really is a good game. I believe a lot of people will enjoy it. Enjoy it. You can get it on PlayStation
But I thought
for
you
free
should
right
know
now.
about your family.
Oh, Barbara's head got blown off. Okay.
And the history you're a part of. Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
Well, sometimes it doesn't. It's unbelievable.
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
Yeah, it's kind of impossible on how someone actually made this house possible. I like the neighbor from Hello Neighbor.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils are mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Wow. So if Stephen King's Pet Cemetery doesn't happen. In this timeline. No, never mind.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Only Finch. Died at the year 10. Calvin Finch. The one who wanted to fly. 11 years old. Stephen Finch. Yeah, I didn't know that. I do think. Okay, never mind. I was just gonna continue.
I'm sure Odin's
Okay.
monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide. Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Shit, I was into my own life.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from.
Because Milton wasn't buried in the cemetery.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
Yeah. I cannot find any words to say about the game.
But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing,
I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Okay. So this character is 17 and 22 weeks pregnant in this story.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense.
Yeah.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Alright, go for photos.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Hmm? Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
Unless we go to firing range. Instead of going hunting.
What? It's too early, Dad. Okay.
Perfect.
Okay, got it.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit.
Wow, I'm surprised how they could actually take the actual logo.
Smile, Dawn.
The National Park Service thing, or that's a different one.
Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Hey!
Got him.
That's a keeper.
Nothing quite like being outside. I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Don. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad. Dad!
Good eyes, Don. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of it.
Dad, I...
Just breathe. Let me get behind you.
Okay.
Do I have to do this?
Don, you don't
Hello,
have to do
dear.
anything. But if
Oh,
you
the
want
state
to
cheese and
survive,
die.
you'll need to be strong.
Finish him! Say cheese?
Now keep yourself squared up, elbows down,
Okay, never mind.
like we practiced. Whenever you're ready.
Joy. You have fatality ready? Finish him! No. Finish him!
Great shot, Don!
Fatality! I can't get it. Oh,
I'm proud of you, Don. Always remember that, okay?
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Don. Just focus on the camera.
twitching.
Try not to think about
Oh, shit. Oh, that was some blood that's coming out of him.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Alright.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Of course. Can't be afraid of nothing. Someone's at least afraid of something.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
I know it says Gregory or Georgie. Hey, Georgie? You want a balloon? That's what you want. Hi. Here.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was
It's
alone?
It's Gregory. It's Gregory, not Georgie.
Something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
Oh, baby.
I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Gregory, it's time to... Hold on, sweetie. Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw.
Knock on the wall, there's off.
What his world was
What this game king about?
Oh, what's this game about? Okay. This game is about... Okay,
He reminded
this
me
game is
so
basically about... Okay.
lost in his imagination.
Basically, it's a game
Whatever it was
trying...
he saw.
hard to figure. It's hard to know what the game's about. It's hard to actually explain it in words most of the time. Basically, it's about basically it's about a family that was living with death for a while.
LOL.
Why would you laugh at something like that?
I know how silly it sounds.
Seriously, in this scene alone, a baby will die. In this scene, this baby is possible to die.
But I can feel him slipping away.
It just looks happy and stuff that's gonna go all dark.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
Oh no.
I wish he could have told us about the world he saw. There's so much I don't understand about Gregory. About
a frog! I thought it was Georgie for some reason. Every single time I thought it was Georgie, but I kept on not hearing Gregory.
But I know what happened wasn't your fault. I'm sure he's happy. And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love,
Okay.
Sam.
If you guys don't notice, if you guys actually play this on PlayStation, your controller croaks like a frog after that. Basically, this whole game is about discovering a family's past.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
Man, sometimes this game gives you a chill on your
A poem for
daily
Gus,
play.
who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard. My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that I
now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
You can tell something bad's about to happen. There's a kid flying a kite, right? Just for fun.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Flip all you guys off! Screw this wedding!
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
I'm hardcore. I'm going. here. Collect all your things you got to clean up after you
Rain
got
came down in
this
buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made. Thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, make the music louder.
Oh no.
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach
Oh no,
alone,
there goes my kite.
just you, the wind, the sea, and foam.
Oh no.
But I didn't. Until we found you.
Wow.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus. My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Okay, I am now planning on building a rock wall in a bedroom that I would make.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
I'll be back. I'm back. I had to take a little break. Sorry that this is going to be a little break. I'm just going to check my emails, if that's okay. Alright. Let's continue.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Louis was born a year later.
Alrighty, let's get on.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
Dawn, Louis, Milton, and Edith.
And to see kids in the house again. The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
possibly were doing some sort of... Yeah, they possibly were doing some type of homeschooling, you know, in the middle of nowhere.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle. After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Okay, that's literally what my room would be like if I actually express myself a little bit more than what I usually do in a sketchbook. It might actually happen though in 2 years. So yeah, the whole going jumper thing, of course.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Pretty nice flip animation. Kind of hard to do, you know, you have to keep everything on one separate page. Milton.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
It actually looks like a nice place to actually live. You don't get bothered by anyone, you actually just relax and all that. I technically live in something like this.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors. Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
It's a peaceful night. Peaceful night, rolling around an old house as a lady that's pregnant and having fun.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
And by the way, we're getting closer to the end, ladies and gentlemen.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Whoa. Okay, so basically what was going on is he was smoking weed, playing video games. High school diploma. And then high school.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
I guess this person. I guess Edith Finch. I guess this girl knows Edith Finch whipped her brother's boat along, and I did not want to go upstairs. Get back in there. It's the last story before the end. That's it. Let's finish this off. Ooh. Kind of an old setup. I can do something a little bit better. Alright, let's go to this story.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
Pretty sure he's supposed to get the tail off as well.
He kept working at the cannery. But he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to wander. I asked him to describe it. He said he started small.
Near the end of this.
Imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads.
Bats and toads.
And things that have no names. He knew it was all in his head.
Yeah.
But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself.
Kind of like the MMO aspect. No, not MMO, I mean the RPG is going on while I'm just cutting fish heads off. At least so it looks like you're playing two games at the same time, like Job Simulator and Dark Souls. Something like that.
I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend.
We got a dog for me now.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play.
Oh man, it starts to fall. All these stories start off all happy, and then it goes downhill. Downhill.
And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his trucking was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him.
Where are all these people coming from in his imagination?
At all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished.
For me, I would not be daydreaming. Maybe you guys can hear me. I think I have to listen to stuff, but I would not be daydreaming. I would actually be doing stuff. I would actually just sketch the idea. Then you know, have kept the idea, sketched it out, put it in a book.
He held an election for mayor.
Then I would keep on working.
And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
Yeah, video game.
He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on.
See the city? Bang!
New
Conquer.
Louisville.
See this other city right here in the snow? Bang!
Louis.
Conquer.
He started drifting away from our reality.
See this Moscow looking place? Bang! Conquer.
Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing on.
Please, stop just giving us fish to eat. That's literally what you were saying. You know, he stuffed the whole house with cans of fish. I've seen, that was earlier in the live stream. I was not really
In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a
beautiful prince, handsome queen. Queen. The way.
handsome queen.
Find the unone knuckles. This guy's on a mission. Find the unone knuckles and destroy them.
The queen was on her own quest for radiant rainbows.
I'm gonna destroy the rainbows.
He followed the sound of her electric sitar.
There's a sitar.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound.
Oh look, it's the queen! The queen! I'm not
He knew
throwing
the world
unone
was all
knuckles
in
right
his
now.
imagination. But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Louis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
To die at some point. I'm just doing this type of thing where I'm just having a fish big talk to him, just going, hey dude, be prepared to get a crown. You're gonna lose your head for it.
My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Hail to your new king! I am here to prophesize what's gonna happen. Be on. Seriously, that's what it is. Okay, I can't roleplay and stuff like Gates Total Lyrics and all of them. Can't. Well, looks like I'm back on the corner. I'm gonna actually try roleplaying a little bit right now. Well, looks like I'm back in the cannery. Man, been a while trying to move my fancy clothes. Oh man. Never mind. I'm not gonna. Okay, I'm not doing that. Okay. I'm not gonna roleplay. I'm gonna try roleplaying for the next live stream, but this time I'm not gonna roll. I'm trying.
He began to forget the world we know.
So this smells a little fishy in here. Oh wait, that's basically what we do. Yeah.
I think it pained him to remember
Are these
Louis,
dead
the
fish? They're
cannery
just
worker.
tossing back into there, or are they living fish? Hey boss, are we tossing dead fish back in there, or are we tossing real fish? Large and live fish.
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
He's despising himself. Finch. Oh, why is he wearing? Why is he wearing football? No, why is he wearing a jersey? While working. Okay, I think. Oh, this is what happened. I piled up too many fish. Doesn't handle it.
I still thought I could save him.
There's no need of saving. I'm going to be king of everything.
Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder.
So he was going to be crowned king. Who else was going to be crowned king at some point?
The palace would be packed with his companions. Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising me.
This. I know everyone in my imagination land coming here to enjoy. Enjoy the crowning of you king, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy the crowning of you king. Oh shoot. Hello Molly. What? Why is the cat here? Ladies and gentlemen, I would like you all to notice that there's a cat here. You guys with spears, please chuck it at the cat. I didn't order the cat to be in the throne room or anywhere. I wanted it to actually leave. Hey you. You let the cat in? No, sure.
His queen waited, holding his crown.
Hold on, queen. Before we brought the cat in. You, how do you want the cat in?
No, but I am going to bring you to the dark side of the force.
Right, Senator Palpatine.
Execute code 335.
There was only one thing left to do.
I forgot! I haven't seen Star Wars in a long time.
Execute code 37.
Destroy all Jedi. Oh, look at these guys, they're just going like this.
Bend down his
Hey,
head.
dude, I'm just holding this here. Oh, shoot. We're aggressive towards you now. Boy, you're going to die. Look up. You see that? You see a blue? He's going to crown you, and you're going to be the dead king. Here we go. Are you the advisor?
Yes. I advise you'll die. I also advise you'll die.
Come here so I can kill you.
No! I'm not going towards you. I'm running away. Goodbye. In the other hand, I'll do it. It's not like I need it in my life anyways. Finish him!
And rest
Fatality.
in Eno. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be
fatality.
missed by all of us who knew him.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
The end is near.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie.
The stairway got broken.
I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe you should have come sooner.
Okay.
But it had to end one way or another.
All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
The last night. Actually, I'm gonna check how many people are actually watching right now. And it's no one watching. Yeesh, everyone just left. I'm just gonna read the comments then. Okay. What is this game thinking about? Okay, now 2 people are actually watching. That's weird. Oh, now there's 1 person watching. Oh, this thing's very... Okay. This life system is very confusing. Okay. Please stick around. We're going to end the story.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma,
That's not how
you
you
know
use
what I
chopsticks.
said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
Okay. Which Edith? There's this Edith, which is the little girl, and also the adult Edith, and the grandma Edith.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles.
Oh, I was gonna wind up going
When
down
my
to the
mom
basement.
said the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
Alright. Actually, let me check for anything else, because we might have missed something the last time I played this. Nope. Okay.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories.
Ew.
I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born.
Okay.
That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful.
Guess it's rare.
I've seen that house every day of my life.
This is possibly rare to have the tide be this low.
But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
How do you lose weight? You're going straight.
I got turned around.
That equals I turn around and go back.
I started seeing things.
Dear. Oh dear. Alright.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me.
So it seems the interiors of the old house are like old
Or
friends
maybe
here.
I came back to them.
That's the story we looked at it first. Now let's look at it again.
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Give it back.
Mom, you're gonna rip it.
Give
Let
me the
go.
I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great Grandma Edie again.
Oh, Great Grandma Edie, no.
The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
Okay, it's either she left
After
the
that, we
house
moved around a
or
lot.
died.
We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't.
Ew.
And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive.
Okay. The story's getting dark.
Until I found out about you.
No, the story was dark already.
I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
And now
This
I'm
journal
getting
was
bored.
supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it.
I guess your lyrics say give birth. Or something like that.
I just
don't
want to
know,
meet you.
Right now.
And tell you all these stories myself.
She's giving birth. The heart
I guess
is
if you're reading
beating
this
fast.
now, things didn't work out that way.
My controller's shaking right now.
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Okay. That's the end of the story. That's the end of the story, actually. Wow. Oh. Look at all the. Okay. I have to say, they also had to ask for childhood pictures of every one of the people who worked on this game. Because, seriously, there's a lot of seriously, I see a lot of photos here of the probably 60s, 80s, 90s and stuff. And look at that kid, he's just running around at Disneyland with a goofy hat on, just going, "Why did you make me do this?" Yeah, I just gotta say, the story is compelling. It works for a really good. It works for an intriguing game, and I'm thinking that someone should make a movie about it, possibly at some point. Because seriously, I've been through this whole game. This is my 4th time playing this game, actually. I have played through this game 4 times, and I am amazed. Most of the time, it was me trying to get some of those trophies and stuff. But seriously, wow, this game. So there's a lot of creativity stuff, and I hope when I become a game designer after job work, I'll be making video games and stuff, and you guys will be able to play it with me, play it and stuff. I will be trying to do that at some point, but yeah, I'm not gonna end this. Okay, I'm not gonna end this out right now. Possibly a little bit of something. I'm gonna check, see if people are still intrigued. But yeah, for all the people who actually jumped on the live stream, I hope you guys enjoyed it. No one else has jumped on the live stream again. This game is actually pretty weird for me to even understand it completely, because it's just a beautiful story. They mashed all those things together in one story. They worked hard, they tried their best at catching the elements, catching everything they needed for this.
No, I'm not someone who did something for this game and stuff, but did stuff for this game. I know I'm one of the people who do not know anything about this game on how it really was done and stuff, but yeah, it catches the imagination, at least. It catches the imagination of how everything could go wrong and stuff. Even now, this is my 4th time playing through. I'm just shocked. You can get overwhelmed with the way the story is. So, yeah. In 2017. Okay. She's born in 1999. 2017 would be. She would have been 18. Is when Edith Finch would have died. She would have been 18, not 17. The story was compelling. I hope to get to another game soon. As you guys know, money is tight for me. I have to be able to get food and drinks for me to actually stay awake and stay with you guys on these live streams. So I hope you guys enjoyed all the live streams I've been doing so far. I implore you. I'm asking you guys whatever YouTuber asks. At least. You guys hop on my videos. If you guys enjoy my content, if you guys enjoy me doing something different like this one, I barely talked like myself for the whole, barely talked like what I would usually do in a regular live stream the whole time. Hit the subscribe button if you want to. As soon as you hit the subscribe button, punch the bell, or flick the bell, or tap the bell, or something like that, and smash the bell, and I will get back to you guys at some point with a new video, and you guys will be notified on when it will happen. I hope you guys will enjoy the videos coming in the future. I'm trying my best to actually make that happen. I'm working hard on that as well. And if you guys want me to, I will try to do something new, something different, almost every other Wednesday. I am not going to stick to one. I played the whole Soma game with you guys. I am going to actually stick to a path now. I'm not going to stick to one path right now. I'm not going to stick to a whole branch. I'm not going to make a whole tree that branches out to different videos. It branches out to the same. Okay, let's see. I'm not going to make it so it stays straight on one video game's path. I'm at least going to try different video games. I'm going to try some stuff new, some stuff old. Try to get better for the future, and I'm going to possibly be going on a 2-year hiatus on this channel for me to go to Job Corps and stuff at some point. Or I will be doing videos on my phone and stuff, having you guys enjoy it, or I will be finding a way to get money so I can afford some cameras and stuff to have fun with. So, I'm getting tired now. I'm gonna possibly take a nap. But, yeah. Alright anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next Inferno. You guys are not going to leave here listening to the sad music I'm going to make. I just feel better and I just. Oh, I just dropped a whole box out with smooth and stuff with and stuff with. I got my speaker here. Gonna find a place to play it. Sit until next time, but yeah. I'm gonna choose music and I'll be on my way. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys in the next Inferno. And game over. See you guys in the next Inferno.